Hello and welcome back to X-Plane 11. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. We're back with Air Hauler 2, this time not for a review, but to actually use it and fly it. So, in today's episode, I'm going to be flying from Echo Golf Tango Charlie, that is my home base in Air Hauler 2 of Cranfield, down to Echo Golf Hotel Romeo, which, given the closeness to Chichester, I'm guessing that's Goodwood. I'm not actually sure if that's Goodwood, but I think that is Goodwood, so maybe we'll see the racetrack. We're going to be delivering shrimp, 640 pounds of shrimp, and we're going to see what happens. I want to use this program and get used to it and see what's going on. Our aircraft is, of course, the Piper PA-28R Arrow III. It can carry up to, I think it's 1,200 pounds, so we should be okay with this, with 640 pounds. It is a distance of 73 nautical miles. I'm going to be probably doing, for the majority, I'm probably going to be running this VFR, so I'll be using some VFR maps on my phone or something like that, and I'll be talking about where we are going, and I'll use Avitab as well, as so that you guys can see the kind of things that I would be looking at when looking at a VFR map and seeing where we can go. So I'm just looking around before we begin. We've got some restricted areas that I need to be aware of. So I'm thinking of taking off. I'm currently parked about here. I'm thinking of taking off on runway 3. I think it's runway 3. I'll take off runway 3, I'll turn around like that. I will then cross the M1. Going to go straight down. We want to cross the M5, we want to stay on the east of Leighton Buzzard. Going to fly straight over this airfield here. Going to stay on the east. We're going to see if we can stay to the east of that reservoir. We should be able to see the West Coast Main Line. I want to cross the West Coast Main Line pretty much when it comes up alongside or near the A41 at Chiltern Park. We're going to continue all the way down. That's the West Coast Main Line. What line is this? Is this the Chiltern Main Line? I think this might be the Chiltern Main Line. So then I'll be crossing that one at Amersham. Continue down, we've got to be careful of Heathrow Airport here. So we're going to have to be careful of that. I would like to, given the altitude aircraft are going to be at this point. Right, okay, so here's the plan. When we get to the M40, I plan to turn towards Maidenhead. So we'll try and fly directly south for the most part, and then we're going to turn onto a heading of maybe 220, go this way, go past White Waltham, and then from White Waltham we need to be careful because there's some areas here. For example, you've got Sandhurst Military Academy there. We've got a few MOD areas here and some restricted airspace. So perhaps if we let me think. If we continue this way from Maidenhead, maybe head towards Reading, and then once we are at Reading, we should be able to once again, as long as we stay on this side of Reading, we should be able to go straight down south, avoid all the restricted airspace, continue south. We've got to then look at the Woolmer and Longmoor ranges, and then we should be able to come into Chichester. So as soon as we get past Farnborough, continuing heading south, of course, we need to adjust our course slightly, maybe heading 200. We'll pass Alton and then back down south. Then we should be able to come in at Goodwood. It is Goodwood, and we will look at trying to land runway 14. So there's the plan. That is what I'm going to do. It might be the entire video. It might just be a partial video. I might cut this into 2. I really do not know. But there we go. There's the plan. Let's get started. Hopefully this will not be a failure. It has been a long time since I've done a proper flight, but, well, let's see what happens. Okay, so here we are, pretty much ready to go. I'm going to have Avitab up and ready. So I'm going to select the map there, and then this is going to be the map that we use. It isn't exactly an aircraft VFR map, but it will, I guess it will do. Are there any other kinds of maps that we can use? No, I think this is the one that we are going to use. I'll probably be using other maps as well, just to help me out on my phone. One that actually gives me maybe some VFR details, or some details of the different VORs, because what I'm thinking is once I get down to, say, past the M40, once I get past the M40, I'm thinking to fly a direct heading towards Basingstoke. We have Oldham, and I want to fly towards the Oldham VOR, and then from Oldham I would like to fly straight down to the Goodwood VOR. That could actually work for us because it would match up to what I'm after. So anyway, we'll sort that out as and when the time comes. Let's go ahead and get the aircraft started and get ourselves underway. Now I'm debating whether to use reshade or not, because lately it's been giving me stutters for some reason. Still 60 frames per second, but I have stutters. Right, let's go ahead and start this aircraft up. I'm not going to go through all the checks, but I am going to start the aircraft up in the way I know. Just do that. Great. There we go. Aircraft is started. We are good. Those lights can go on. Let's switch some internal lights on just in case. Pitot heat can go on. 1, 2, 3 go on. Let's switch this on. Yes, I know about that. I just have to press D to sort that out. I don't know whether to use reshade or not. That can go on as well. We're going to be squawking 7,000. You can switch on. How do you switch on? There we go. And we will change that VOR over when the time comes. Okay, great. I also should have... Yep, there's my track IR. Let's just sort it out a little bit. It does some weird things with my head view, but... Yeah, it seems to I don't know, it seems to have a lot of movement at the moment, as you can see. So I have to keep my head really, really still for some reason. Yeah, hang on, I am actually going to fix something on that. Bear with me a moment, although you guys aren't going to see anything. There we go, that is better. Right, okay, let's go ahead and get ourselves to... Oh no, wait a minute, I've got to make sure that this is started and it knows what we're doing. Ready, receiving, good. Right, start up a taxi wheel, we've done that. We're on our way. Let's go ahead and get ourselves going. Taxi and take off. I can do that. Your spark plugs are fouling up. Why did that come up? How do I get rid of that? We'll go ahead and put one stage of flaps down. Take a look around, even though it's kind of clear, but you take a look around regardless. So how does this look with the reshade on? It's a little bit... Yeah, this is laggy for some reason. I'm not sure why at all. I'll just switch reshade off for today. I'll switch reshade off. Right, so we're going to take off runway 03. And then we'll see what happens from there. Right, let me get myself properly organised, oriented here. I am good to go, I think. Looking for a gentle rotate. 70 knots. Let's go for it. We're up. Positive rate. Gear travel. Gear is up.
QNH adjusted.
Make sure the QNH is correct. Once we clear the airfield, I'll see where we go from there. Let's go settle this in for a 500-foot rate of climb. At about 90 knots. Yes, thank you. Okay. We're clear. Go ahead and do one loop whilst climbing up to about 3,000 feet. Oh, one loop. I'm actually doing I'm turning to the left, but doing quite a significant turn. Nose up, that's it. And I will start rolling out now. Decent, not great, decent. Okay, now we're flying VFR, which is why I've got the head tracking up and running, and why I do not want to go higher than 3,000 feet today. So we should have Cranfield right up below us. There it is. Just look out in that direction, see the M1. This is good. This is going to take a little bit of getting used to. Let's bring the props back a little bit. There we go. Bring the flaps in fully. No need to have those flaps there anymore. And let the aircraft accelerate. So we're looking for 3,000 feet as our cruising altitude. Might switch the autopilot on to make it easier for me. If I can look down at it and press it, there it is. We'll do that. Switch that on. I'll decide whether to use it or not. Also want to take a look at the not ILS. The VOR for a couple. I think actually we just need Goodwood and Oldham. I think we'll do that once we're at 3,000 feet. fact, I'm going to start reducing my rate of climb now as the speed of the aircraft now increases. Just looking out to see exactly where we are. There's the M1, so we've crossed the M1. That's good. Now we could just follow, so we could just follow the M1 down all the way and then follow that into London, but that's going to be a much longer route, so that's why I'm choosing not to do that. And we are approaching 3,000 feet. Let's trim nice and gently for 3,000 feet. And watch the aircraft accelerate and then deal with that from there. Go. That is not going all too terribly, actually. And we'll just keep ourselves in a southerly direction. 180 would be ideal. I'm currently at 170. Let's move that nicely to 180. Watch the turn on the aircraft as well. The aircraft seems to be, it has a tendency, as single prop aircraft do, to pull to the left. So you just have to be wary of that. It should stabilise now that I'm reducing the pitch on the propeller. Throttle is still quite high though, unfortunately, so try and keep this kind of speed where we're at fairly high throttles. I think maybe reduce the throttle just a bit and see what kind of speed we stabilise at. So I wouldn't mind stabilising at about this, what is this, 115 knots? That's not too bad. I've definitely got a pull. Why is that pulling? Either my controls are slightly off. Maybe they're not calibrated. That's a larger pull than I would expect anyway. Right. So now that I've got that, so now we're underway. Obviously I've got to keep an eye out in front of me. I don't want to get lost. That would be a very bad thing. But I can pull up the charts and let's have a look at the ones that I was looking around. So we have a few options. Ockham is not one that I want. Yeah, Ockham is definitely not one I'm after. We are slowing down a little. In fact, I am going to just go maximum throttle then. Should probably change. Oh, and drop the nose again. Should probably change this. I'm going to put it up here because it's going to be easier for me. And change that to. I said it's going to be easier. There it is. Echo. Golf. What is it? Hotel Romeo, right? Hotel Romeo. There it is, Chicester Goodwood. That's the one. Enter, activate, let's go. That at least gives me an idea as to where we're going. At this point, no real. I'm hand flying this most of the way. It's a little bit more interesting to hand fly these aircraft. Now I just need to keep an eye out on what I am after. Is it that one? Odiham, not Oldham, it's Odiham. Oldham's up near Manchester, I think. Maybe not. Can I tune Odiham? 109.60. Let's see if I can tune that. I'm not sure if I can. Let's also not descend. Right. Let's try this. Yeah, do it like that. There we go. 109.60. Does that pull up anything? Because I doubt it. We also have Goodwood. Goodwood is 11475. So I'm happy to use Goodwood's, which is going to be 11475. Probably I'm not going to pick that up yes either. That's fine. And on this I would like to use 10975. No. What would I like to use for that? I'm just thinking. Keep an eye out, trying to figure out where I am. Is that the A5? I think that might be the A5 under us. Avitab can be useful for this. Come on, Avitab. Find out where the aircraft is. Is that the A5 or the A41? That's the A41. Okay. Is the A5... A5's actually gone, I think. Really? That was the A5, wasn't it? Yeah, joins up with Leighton Buzzard. Okay. So we've got the A41, then we've got the A413, then we've got the M40, which is fine. We're flying directly towards Maidenhead, which is not that's not too much of a problem. As we said, we are going to pass over Amersham, as I was hoping. It's actually going quite well. So what are we looking at? A41 just there? Oh, as we're crossing over it right now, so there it is. Okay. That's good. I'd like to perhaps climb back up to 3,000 feet. That would be nice. Let me just trim to be able to do that. I think this is the first X-Plane video I've done with my new rig. You can see how smooth everything is. Okay, let's go ahead and make that quite small, just so that you guys... In fact, no, I'll just get rid of it for now. We are okay. We have Bovingdon just out to our left. That's completely okay as well. I think we should be fine. I think we should be fine for pretty much a VFR flight the entire way. Provided I can get myself back up to the speed that I need to. I just have to make sure that I know exactly where I am at all times, that's all. So this should be Amersham? Should be crossing over Amersham, so there should be a main road somewhere. Just trying to look out for a main road. Or if I cannot see the main road, I can certainly see some reservoirs out there. That's out towards Rickmansworth, right? So that's towards Wattsford in that direction. Yeah, I think that's Wattsford in that direction, which is fine by me. And I do have an idea as to... There's the main road. Okay, that's fine. So London's out that way, as you can see. You might just be able to make out Heathrow Airport as well. So at this point, I think it might be a good idea. That's White Wortham, I think. No, that's not White Wortham. What airport's that? What airfield is that? White Wortham's just out that way. Who is that and what is that? Come on, Avitab. Tell me what that is. Is that something in High Wycombe? You're not going to tell me what airport that is, are you? Is it even an airfield? Might be a golf course for all I know. Actually, I think it is a golf course. Yeah, there it is. It's a golf course. Right, so now I've gone ahead and turned the aircraft, and the reason I've done that is because we need to start avoiding... We've got to avoid the Heathrow approach. So to do that, I'm going to fly directly towards Maidenhead now. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I meant to do that. There we go. We've picked up Goodwood. And I think I would like to approach Goodwood. I would like to approach Goodwood. Just trying to think. I did say I was going to go 210, didn't I? Gone 220. Let's go back to 210. I'm going to be coming in from the northwest, so ideally I probably want to be coming in at a... I'm going to say 150. In fact, why don't we just come in 140 and see if we can just make straight for the runway at the airport? That would be nice. Also, this aircraft is really, really nicely trimmed right now. I wanted to climb back up to 3,000 feet, but at the moment it's in such a nice trim condition. I do not feel like I should ruin any of that. Just about to see Heathrow Airport out there, and the city, or just London, sprawling out. Might see some of the skyscrapers. Now it's on this side, power lines and the countryside. And ahead of us, out there, the South Downs. Let's see if I can get this aircraft to climb a little. Just a gentle climb. Should probably have my fuel pump off. There we go. Really do not need that. And I guess having this on might help me. Okay, why is it not on? I have no idea why that is not on. Oh well. So we have about 42 nautical miles to go as we fly over. This looks like... Is this Maidenhead or Slough? Now that... Okay, that is probably Slough. This is Maidenhead. That is Whitewater, I think. Right there. In front of us. Echo Golf Lima Mike. Potentially. I actually don't know where Whitewater is, despite the fact that I've taken off from there once. No, I do actually mean once. I think that's his though. I'll have to figure it out. I think that is though. It certainly looks like it. Alright, so now I've got to be careful because if I stay on this side of Whitewater, I should avoid all the restricted airspace. But obviously we've got the Vortag of Odiham 109.6, the one that I cannot tune in. So is there an alternative that I could potentially look at aside from Goodwood? Compton? No, Compton's not going to help me. I don't think Compton's going to help me in any which way. I think I am very much stuck just flying this in this fashion. Which is fine. That's the Great Western Main Line. Yep, that's the Great Western Railway. So we're heading towards Reading now. So if I go ahead and pull up Avitab, there we go, heading towards Reading. And as I said, I want to go south again. So we're going to cross the Great Western Railway, which is that down there. So when I get to, let's have a look. Okay, I'll tell you what, when we get to those reservoirs, these ones here, I will turn and cross the Great Western Railway and head, again, I'll head directly south. Just take a look around, make sure there's no traffic. We seem to be okay. You know what, we're close enough to those reservoirs. By the time I do the turn to 180, we'll be crossing them. So let's go ahead and do the turn. That autopilot is annoying. Well, I knew it'd do that. I knew that would happen. There we go. So I'm pretty sure the real autopilot does not respond quite like that. But there we go. We're over. We should be just above the reservoirs. We're to the west of Reading. Sorry, we're to the east of Reading. Not to the west of Reading. Which is fine. Now we should be able to go straight on. Out there is the Sandhurst. And all of that is just out there, so we can avoid all of that. You can see we're roughly on a parallel heading to the magenta track that is on our Garmin unit there, the GNS 530. We're still doing a fairly good ground speed, everything seems to be okay. That's the M4. So that comes in from London, that's going to continue out in that direction, there it goes. And that will end up all the way in Wales. So you can just see that disappearing that way. Got an airport there. That is right. So we've got Farnborough to look at. And then we've got another airport, which might be Blackbush. I definitely do not want to go straight over the top of Blackbush if that is it. think that might be it. Let me have a look. Echo Golf Lima Kilo, yeah, that's Blackbush. And Lima Foxtrot is Farnborough. I think. And at the moment we seem to be headed directly towards that. So I'm just going to avoid that slightly by heading in this direction, just to avoid the airfield. This time keep an eye out for, I suppose, military jets flying around. Shouldn't be any. There is another firing range as well that I want to keep myself away from, and for that I probably need to be fairly close to. And this is where it's going to get a little bit difficult. In order for me to avoid that firing range, I need to be. Let me think. Where's Farnborough? There's Farnborough. There's Blackbush. Which means I am most likely flying directly towards the firing range. That isn't clever. Let me see if there's another. Right, hang on a second. Okay, let me fly. If I fly directly towards Echo Golf Hotel Lima, and then just stay on the, keep that off my, keep that to the right of my nose, then I should be well out of the way of the firing range, which is what I'm doing right now. So that's completely okay. Fantastic. I think I need. This is a bit too dark. I do think that is a bit too dark. Okay. That might be the firing range there. Just going to have to be a little bit careful. Oh, that could be another airfield. What airfield could that be? I do also think my calibration is off for my control column, because this aircraft is seemingly pulling quite significantly to the left. Though that being said, if I let go of this, what happens? Let's see. Yep. Yep, there it goes, into a left-hand turn. It's a little bit more left than I thought it would be going. Just try and stabilise that a little bit. There we go, that seems to be a little bit better. No, it's still slowly pulling to the left. It's a lazy turn. Very lazy turn to the left. It's one of those turns that you might not even be able to notice if you were not paying attention to your attitude indicator. But at the moment, it's hands-off flying. My hands are not on the controls whatsoever, which is awesome. Just using some slight rudder trim to sort a few little bits and bobs out. There we go. Oh, still a slight, very slow, lazy turn. It's nice when an aircraft is decently trimmed though. To have some hands-on flying. Where you're just doing slight adjustments to your trims and that's it. Okay. I think we should probably, at this point, I think we should probably get a turn going towards Goodwood, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Nice gentle turn this time. No need to go for a 30-degree turn or anything like that. Let's go 180. And see if I can, from there, see if anything works out. I should be able to intercept the VOR. Unless I've set that up completely and utterly wrong. Let me see. So I wanted 140. Where are we? No, stop that. Oh, there we go. 336. So we are moving along it. Let's put 140 at the bottom. Oh, this is not easy. Okay, well, we'll just turn this around all the way. We're currently at about 150. Yeah, we can do this. We can make this happen. So currently 335, so we're at there. We'll bring it down to about 320. That is the plan. And if we cannot, we're just going to simply just fly straight down, and that will be absolutely fine. We've got about 20 miles to run to Goodwood, which means we've only got about 20 miles to run to the airport. So I should probably start preparing for landing. So what am I going to be doing for landing? Let me think. Probably going to try to land around 75 knots, 75, 80 knots. 75 knots is probably a nice landing speed. 70 is probably better. Landing runway 14. I do not know the area, so I will be relying on... In fact, if we have an ILS, maybe I should rely on the ILS for this. Let's take a peek. Do we have an ILS for the airport? Runways. Runway 14. No. No, we do not. Okay, fine. Why are you turning again, aircraft? Aircraft should not be turning. I mean, it must have. Surely it has an ILS. I'm probably just missing something on this. Yeah, on this. Here we go. Comms. Nope. General IFR capability. No ILS. Okay, fine. That's fine. Oh, we are coming up, or we will be coming up momentarily on the VOR though, which should help because that should, if I go 140, that should help me start lining up. Okay. Take a look around. You can see the coastline just there. Look, there it is. Looks lovely. Take a few more watch screenshots. I do like screenshots. Keep an eye on everything. Everything is fine. Right, you know what? 16 miles to run. At 10 miles to run, I'm going to slow this aircraft down, and we should be able to do a descent from 3,000 feet. We should be able to descend from 10 miles. That's about 100 knots. In fact, that should be very easy. The needle is alive on the VOR, which is great. I knew we'd figure it out. And momentarily I will turn for 140. As soon as I've turned 140, I'll be looking out for the airport. I will be reducing my speed. And we'll be... In fact, I can turn 140 now because I need... It's probably going to be slightly off the airport, so I'll have to do that anyway. There's 140. Let's look for the airport. I see something ahead of me. Is that the airport? Wait, I see something. Ah. That's a racetrack. That looks pretty good to me, I think. Right, let's bring ourselves in for a descent. Just got to look out for some lights. This is the part that I always get a little bit nervous about, is the descent. Fuel pump can go on. What do you mean that's not aligned with magnetic north? How did we have gyro drift like that? Oh, I see lights. Look there. Okay, I need to kill the head tracking a moment so I can do this. No, that isn't it. I genuinely have no idea where this airport is. Where do they want this thing? Alright, Avitab, come to my aid, maybe? No? You can come to my aid? Is it straight over the top of this hill? Or am I just being blind and just cannot see it? Am I expecting something? No. I know there's a Goodwood hill because there's the hill climb. But... Alright, Avitab. What do we have? Where are we? Show me the airport. There it is. It's still a ways away. I'm not quite on the... Okay, well, I'm just going to keep going and then we'll see from here. Nice gentle descent. I'm guessing it's over these hills and then somewhere. Please comment if you can see the airport, because otherwise I'm going to have to do a circle. I'm going to have to do a circuit at about 1,000 feet. Although a circuit at 1,000 feet probably isn't very safe. In fact, I might just level off at 2,000 right now too. No, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going and keep scanning for this airport. That's Goodwood House, I think. Which means that... No, that's not the airport. Consider me lost. Consider me lost. Because I have not got a clue. That's an airport. I see the runway. I see the runway I'm after as well. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I just managed to see some lines. There it is. That's my runway. This should be interesting. Right. Let's slow ourselves down. Get that head tracking up. Get the head tracking properly sorted as well, so I'm always looking ahead. How far away are we? 4.2 miles. I will go for a stage of flaps. 1,000 feet. No, I think we do not need to be descending nearly as fast for this runway. But I am going to bring out one stage of flaps. The aircraft will slow down, but it should be okay, and we can stabilise our descent. Trying to figure out exactly where and how I'm supposed to line up with this runway. I'm going to slow down further. I will drop the landing gear as soon as we pass these houses. So these houses here, as soon as we pass them, I will drop the landing gear. That should be about 2 miles to go, I think. And I actually will slow down now. I thought one of these had lights, but apparently not. I switched you off. Why are you still on? Oops. Next stage of flaps. Yeah, shut up. Yes, I know why you're whining. Stop whining. Stop whining. Thank you. Right. Is that the entire runway? I certainly hope it is. I very much hope that this is the entire runway. Wait, which one's the runway? Oh, I see it, I see it. This is fantastic. I've never had to land on something like this before. Right. We're not slowing down beyond that. Probably are. poor and late flare? I do not think so. I knew exactly what I was doing there. I mean, come on, my vertical speed was minus 50 feet per minute. That's how you land an aircraft. Right, where am I going? That's the next question. I think I'm going to go out over there. Nice. It says poor and late flare, but yeah, I suppose it was a... I don't think so. I just didn't even... to be honest, I didn't really bother flaring. I just put the aircraft into a specific attitude and just let it fly itself down. Which is actually probably not the cleverest of things to do. That was not bad though. I would like to see a replay of that. I might just do that. Welcome to Goodwood. Right, I'm just going to park up with the rest of the aircraft. Why is it so juddery? It's not. That's not on, is it? It is quite juddery. Interesting. Right. Let's do that. Everything looks good there. Probably switch that off, switch that off, switch that off. And I will park my aircraft. Oh, that looks like my parking spot right there. That's my parking spot. Unless I want the shrimps delivered somewhere. In which case, oh dear. Yeah, they might want the shrimps delivered to a hangar or something. Let's watch the wing. Yep, we're good. Yeah, I'll just stick the plane. I'll stick the aircraft here to offload. There we go. Fuel pump goes off. We are good. Let's have a look at whether this thing has... Yep, this thing has read it. That's good. Right, let's go ahead and switch the aircraft off. Right. That's fine. Switch these things off. Always have to make sure to switch these things all off. This one's been off the entire time for some reason. There, that's fine. You go, that's fine. That's all looks switched off. Those are all off. That's all fine. That's down all the way. That's off. There we go. And let's go ahead and press this and unload. There is still cargo. No. Let's unload that first. Unload. Job completed. Thank you. Thank you very much. Flight monitoring results. Landing performance greaser. Thank you. Finish flight monitoring. And now let's figure out if it knows where we are. Because it seems to... One problem I found with this is it gets stuck until you restart the program. It doesn't know where we are. So obviously we're down here. But it does not know that we are down here. But there we have it. That is... that's my face track no IR. That is one of these. Let's go ahead and take a look at the replay. That was actually really quite cool. I did quite... I found that quite interesting. I tell you what I will do is... Let's go down to the ground. And let's go into this mode. Let's watch our landing. Because I think it was a decent landing. 50 foot per minute. I mean, you cannot really complain about a landing like that, can you? Right. Let's go ahead and play it from there. Get rid of that. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on X-Plane 11. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. I really should have figured out where the airport was first, but it's been a while. And I wasn't entirely prepared for this video. To be honest, I didn't know what to do, so this was just a random thought. I thought, let me just try this, and it seems to have actually turned out quite well. If you want to support me on Patreon, please do so at www.patreon.com/ecgadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out, and I want to see that again because I think that was actually really quite good. I tell you what I want to do. I always like going through replays. Go back. Pause there, and then watch what I'm going to do here. We will watch it from landing cam. There we go. We're going to watch it from landing cam, like that. Come on, go back. That will do. Okay. If you want to join me on Patreon, you can do so. www.patreon.com/ecgadget. Your support would be massively appreciated, and there is the Flight Sim tutorial series now on, so do go check out Junior Academy Officer. And thank you to those who have already started supporting me on Patreon. Your support is absolutely fantastic, and I really do appreciate that. Also, you can find me on social media at ecgadgetlb for both Twitter and Instagram. That is all from me, and I'll see you guys next time in X-Plane 11. That was a perfect landing. For me, that was a perfect landing. I'll see you guys then.